They sprinting away from the 1200 metre marker. On the inside, Bengal Boy is right there. Highway Explorer, David's Flowers off to lead them. They're followed by Rainier. African Triumph is in the black, and Captain's Cup in the blue on the right with the white noseband. They're followed by AP Strike in the pink, then Umbani. They're followed by Hands of Stone, Highland Fling and Threshold, and Lizard's Passion, but it's compact as they move to the 700. David's Flower, Highway Explorer, Captain's Cup, Rainier, African Triumph, Bengal Boy. Not much between those first six. AP Strike, Umbani, Hands of Stone. On the outside, Threshold, and then comes Lizard's Passion and Highland Fling. Coming down to the last 400 metres now. And the leader is Highway Explorer now. Highway Explorer, Bengal Boy, Rainier, Captain's Cup, African Triumph. But Highway Explorer gets away now. A length an hour for two to the good. And Highway Explorer is going to take some catching. On the outside, African Triumph, Highway Explorer ducks out. But Highway Explorer will win. African Triumph beaten 3 parts of a length, second, then AP Strike. Number 2, Highway Explorer. Just look at his ears. He's very interested in his surroundings. He's just been punched out, but he ducked sharply at about the 150. And there you'll see he's still looking at his surroundings. He's not concentrating, but he ends up winning by about 3 parts of a length. The Australian son of Mossman for Tony Riverlin and also Mary Liley. Second, African Triumph. Third place, we'll go to number 7, AP Strike. That fourth position, if we run it across, maybe Rainier just makes that fourth from Captain's Cup, and then Highland Fling, Bengal Boy, and then came Threshold. Further back, Umbani, then comes Lizard's Passion and Hands of Stone, followed by David's Flower. So the head-on will show Highway Explorer with the white noseband, green cap. Now just watches, gets 1 or 2 reminders, and then will duck sharply to the right of your screen. He's just been punched out in a couple of reminders. African Triumph is back second. There we go, but he straightens it out, and Highway Explorer is victorious. So Highway Explorer, second win from 4 outings until the running of the 9th race. There's still a 10th race today. Back to the studio.
Highway Explorer, the Australian import. He is a son of Mossman, and he's come through to put them to sleep here. Still very green coming to that last furlong. Let's chat to Tony Riverlin. Tony, if you want to join us here. He's a real exciting prospect, this.
Isn't he just, Sheldon? Most beautiful looking horse. Easy horse to ride in a race, I think, to a degree, I say, because he's got natural speed and he does settle as well. I thought Keegan rode him well today. There was a lot of speed around him. I said, don't get caught in a cutthroat business. It was his first time out the maidens. He had a big weight. I thought his rating was right, but I must be honest, I thought Michael de Coxhorse's rating was incorrect. I thought he should be at least a 67. It's a 5 kg turnaround in the weights with the second horse, African Tribe, is it? Yeah. Big difference, for 3 months improvement. But when horses have got scope, and he is an exciting horse, nice big horse, that's what we had on our side. And you saw in the finish he was looking around a little bit. So, it's encouraging that he's still got, I think, more improvement to come.
Is he quite a laid-back horse back home?
Yeah, laid-back horse. He's a man, but he's laid-back, easy to work with. So that's what makes it easy to, why it's easy to train him, because he doesn't do too much at home. Well done to Mary, of course. We bought this horse in the June sales at the Gold Coast about 18 months ago. And we've always had expectations. He's always had something about him, this horse, that he might just be above average. And I think he is above average. But whether or not he's good enough to win a feature is still a long way down the line. And well done, as I said, to Mary and Keegan.
Diamond King ran an absolute cracker.
Yeah, I was very pleased with his run. He's got a lot of problems behind, and he was a lot closer to the pace than he normally is. And he went early in the straight, because the horse distinguished, obviously, in front was not travelling well before they turned for home. And Keegan committed early, and he ran right to the line. Yeah, I'm pleased. If he can come back to his best, I'm sure he'll still win another feature somewhere.
Well done.
Thank you, Sheldon.
Let's get Keegan Latham into the picture here, bringing home number 2, Highway Explorer. Take us through. He seems quite a laid-back individual.
Yes, he's an absolute gentleman to ride, even at home. Very, very quiet horse, looks after himself. The good ones normally do that to themselves. And then back to the race, he jumped out. There was a bit of pace early on. I was able just to sit like a half, three-quarter lengths off of them. And when I asked him to quicken up, he actually quickened up a little too quickly. I gave him 1 or 2 smacks just to keep his mind on the job, and he was still racing around a bit green. He's still got a lot to learn, but I think he's a smart individual.
Horse will certainly follow in the future, and once he learns to go right through with the effort, he's going to win his fair share.
I think so. I think because he's still green and whatever, and he's able to win as easy as he does, I think there's obviously definitely ability there. He's got a pure class temperament, and I think there's some things to come from him.
Coming to the end of the year now, what's Keegan Latham up to in the next couple of weeks and the next few months?
Well, I'm probably going to be going over to England in March. Going to turn over a new page in my life, and looking forward to that. I've got a good couple of friends over there, and fortunately enough for myself, I've won a few feature races over in England. So, yeah, it's a new exciting prospect to look forward to.
We'll be watching you on the telly.
Thanks a lot. Just like I said, thanks to Tony. Good luck to Mrs. Lally, and to all the trainers and owners out there. All the best for the new year.
Well done.
Thanks a lot.
That's Keegan Latham, number 2, Highway Explorer. Mary Lally, you going to come through and have a chat, have the last word, or are you just going to pop the champagne? We'll save the best for last, bring Mrs. Mary Lally into the equation. Coming to the course today, you had high hopes for him, and he is not disappointed.
No, he hasn't. He's a lovely horse. I just wanted him to prove it, but I think everybody said everything there is to say.
Well, enjoy the moment, and all the best for the next few days and the whole of next year.
Thank you, and Happy New Year to you too.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Well done to Mrs. Mary Lally, of course, those silks. And Highway Explorer, he's come through, he's registered the victory, and once the penny drops, this is a horse to pencil in for the future.